Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Parzival here. Sorry it's been a while since I posted anything. I had gotten kind of sick. So I was just taking a few days, almost a week off really, to kind of just feel better and uh, so I didn't sound like shit making a video. Luckily, not a whole lot happened where I felt like I needed to make a video last week. I did do a trailer reaction for that quick little teaser for Shazam, um, which you can check that out on my YouTube channel, along with a few other videos that I've made. But today we have an another teaser by DC. This one is for their Birds of Prey movie. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with Birds of Prey, it's really a group of women who are not really some who have been part of the Birds of Prey have been considered quote unquote heroes. Others have been kind of anti-heroes. um, I don't know exactly what the plot is for this Birds of Prey adaptation. I don't know that they've necessarily have come out yet and said a whole lot about it. I really the only thing that we seem to know is the cast. Excuse me. So obviously we know Margot Robbie comes back to play Harley Quinn. She was just fan fucking tastic in Suicide Squad. I think she really just encapsulated the character while still making it her own. And she was just phenomenal. But Mary Elizabeth uh, Winstead has been cast to play the Huntress, which I think will be is a great choice. Janae Smollett Bell was playing Black Canary. Rosie Perez is playing a Gotham City police detective Renee Montoya. Hugh McGregor. Now this is a casting that I really really love because I cannot wait to see his interpretation of the character. But Hugh McGregor is on board to play Black Mask, which I'll talk more about him after we watch the teaser. Um, LAJ Basco is playing Orphan, I believe. Yes, she's playing Cassandra Cain, so she's playing Orphan. Um, uh, Chris Messina is playing Victor Zaz, which is fucking great. I'm looking forward to seeing that character on screen and seeing what he brings to that. And then there's a few other people who are part of the cast but aren't like central figures. Um, this movie's going to be rated R, by the way. This is going to be the first movie that DC has produced that's going to get an R rating movie. An R rating, I mean. I'm fine with that. I don't know. I don't know if this is the movie I would I would do to kind of open your world up into that rating. Um, I almost feel like a legitimate Joker movie would be better suited for a rated R. Now I understand obviously the villains that you have in here, Black Mask and Victor Zaz, um, are definitely villains who could warrant an R rated movie. I just don't know that a Birds of Prey is the first movie you want to do with that R rating when you're talking about expanding upon your universe. Um, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I'm still excited and pumped to see it. I believe it comes out. It's marked for February 7th, 2020. So I mean, and they've just started filming. So like for this teaser trailer, I don't expect to really see anything because I think they literally just started filming like the beginning of January. Um, you can see for I got the video pulled up. You can see obviously that's Harley Quinn and uh her little mallet that a lot of fans know her from or are recognized for her. Um, but yeah, I don't know exactly what we're gonna see in this. I would expect it's probably just gonna be images of some of the characters. They might even go something similar to what they did in Suicide Squad, where it showed like it would start to show the character, then it would freeze and show an image of them, and then do like a bullet point to kind of get people in the audience somewhat familiar with the character. Um, they might do something like that, or it might just be quick images of the characters. I mean, the teaser's only 29 seconds long, so I can't imagine that they already have some actual movie footage put together. Um, but this could also be a tease to maybe make us think, the Super Bowl's a week away. It's this coming Sunday. Uh, Maybe they're gonna have something, maybe a 45-second to a minute teaser showing a little bit of footage. But I don't know. It could just be a teaser just to get people hyped. I mean, the movie's slated not to come out until a little over a year from now. So it's not like they have to be in a rush to show us much of anything. But anyways, guys, let's get into it. Like I said, this is the Birds of Prey teaser trailer number 1, and it is titled "See You Soon." Let's check it out. Okay. Harley drunk, and that was it. That was the that was 20 seconds with 9 seconds of crap. All right, let's watch that one more time. Let's watch that one more time, guys. Actually, I'm gonna go back. We're gonna knock it out frame by frame here. All right, so this is obviously Harley Quinn. We've already talked about that. So here, this is obviously Huntress. Um, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's an early image. It's gonna look different once it goes through its filter process and everything like that. But that almost looks like a camping tarp. Oh man. But I'm not gonna be too judgy. Let's see what we got here. Oh, bitch. Okay. Gotham. Asshole. What else we got? Let's go back just a little bit. Alright, so this obviously says fuck you. This is magic. Huh. Those castle's kind of interesting. This is obviously Harley's bat from Suicide Squad. I'll be honest, I don't know who this is. I'm not sure who that's supposed to be. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know. If anybody knows, please let me know. But I'm uncertain, but just by this image, who that's supposed to be. All right, so let's go back here just a little bit. This is obviously Huntress. There he is. Okay, so while I have this paused here, obviously Ewan McGregor is playing Black Mask. Obviously, we don't see him in the mask. Here is what I really want to see them do with him in this movie. I don't want this CG'd, and I don't want him to wear some shitty black mask. I want them to do exactly what Marvel did in Captain America the First Avenger with Red Skull. That practical makeup effect. That is what they need to do for Black Mask. Because to me, not only is it going to give you a much clearer comic book accurate interpretation of Black Skull, I just think it's going to come off better on screen for Black Skull, for it to be practical. Um, it calls for it, it screams for it. I think doing CGI or just trying to put him in some weird funky mask, it's gonna look like shit. And I hope they're going practical. I really really hope they're going practical. Because if not, I would be really disappointed. Because I just don't think it'd be good enough. All right, hold on. So there's another image of Huntress. Here's Victor Zaz. I don't know. I really don't have an opinion on this right now because it's such an early image. I mean, and this could be an origin story for Victor too. So what we're seeing is what we may see 80% of the movie until we kind of have maybe a much more closer look to what we're used to seeing for him. But it's hard to tell one way or the other if it's something I'm gonna like. See, I think he's gonna be fantastic as Black Mask. Like, I mean, just imagine practical effect. You put a bald cap on him, paint him up all black. You put similar cheekbone prosthetics like they did with Red Skull. Um, you can do the makeup effect to sink his face in a little bit. I just think that'd be perfect. I really do. All right, so wait, we had there's Victor again. I think there was one more image, wasn't there? Okay, so that's Orphan that with the cast. Okay, so this is who's playing Orphan, Cassandra Cain. I'm fine with it. I mean, like these are all such early images. I mean, like I said, they've only been filming for like 2 weeks, so it's hard to be this sexy bitch. God, Margot Robbie is so hot. Anyways, I, I mean, like I said, they're all early images. It's really unfair. And there it is. To see you soon. It's really unfair to judge anything really that we get from this teaser because it's just costumes. It's like early costume stuff. Some of this stuff we may not even see in the movie. This may just be like early concept stuff. But it's cool that they gave us something. I mean, I think it's smart by DC um to sprinkle something like this out here now just to kind of, let us, to remind us, hey, we are definitely making this movie. It is definitely going to happen. Um and uh, if for nothing else, it's to get your hardcore DC fandom pumped and excited for it. And I'm excited. People love to bash and knock on DC because they say it doesn't look as good as Marvel or doesn't make as much money as Marvel. Honest to God, I'm a DC fanboy, an unapologetic one. And to me, the only misses that DC has made are Suicide Squad and Justice League. The reason why I feel like Suicide Squad didn't meet its full potential was because they missed the mark on the villain, the main antagonist of the movie. I didn't mind Enchantress being in the movie. I was excited to see Enchantress in the movie, but having her as the villain, you made a character who is not well known by the casual movie going audience, who, unless you really read the comics, you're really not gonna feel invested or attached to the character in any way, shape, or form. And then you have a character like the Joker, which, look, people can say what they want about Jared Leto's Joker. As far as I'm concerned, we did not see enough of him in a movie where he was a side character to say one way or the other if he was good or bad. I will say this: I went and saw Suicide Squad twice in the theaters, and both times that I left the theater, one of the first things I thought was, I need to see more of Jared Leto as the Joker. Because there were moments in that movie where I was like, damn, he's good. Like I thought he was killing it. Now again, there were a couple instances where I felt like it was kind of meh, but to me, like every other character who's ever played the Joker has had its own movie. It's had its own real screen time. And Leto hasn't had that. So I feel like until he gets that, it's impossible to judge him one way or the other. But I really felt like if the Joker had been the main antagonist of that movie, a character that people could relate to, that attach himself to, and he's arguably the most well-known villain across all of comic book fandom. Um, so I just felt like that would have been better. And then with Justice League, mean, obviously, you say Justice League, the first thing that comes to a lot of people's minds is Mustache Gate. But really, what, whether you believe Zack Snyder truly walked away, him and his wife, to spend time with family after the loss of their daughter, or if you believe the other narrative, which was Warner Brothers um, pushed him out because they were finally done with his vision of the DC universe. Him not being able to finish his movie and him not being able to give us the movie he had envisioned for us is the main reason why Justice League is such a disaster. Because Zack Snyder leaves the project, regardless of the reasons why he leaves. Then you bring in Joss Whedon, and people were just like, "Oh my God, Joss Whedon, he's gonna save it, DC." Blah 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 blah. He comes in, him and Warner Brothers order a reshoot of almost the entire freaking movie. Like literally, it's almost the entire movie. And then the head of Warner Brothers DC says 2 hours. That's it. It can't be a minute longer than 2 hours. I want I want as many people's butts in the seats. I want as many showings a day as I can. And so it's a gutted movie. There's so many holes and so many poorly cut things put together. And then the visuals were shit. Like you look at the trailers that you know were put together by Zack Snyder, and then you look at um, the trailers towards the end there, the last couple ones that were obviously cut by Joss. And those last couple ones that were cut by Joss, you can actually see half of it is like footage that Zach shot, and the other half is footage that he shot. And it just looks like a hot, hot mess. Like it looks terrible. And it was it was just Justice League was such a disappointment. Now don't get me wrong, there were parts of the movie that I really liked. Um, but there's just a lot of the movie that was just very very disappointing for me, and uh, really to me the whole Justice League fiasco really just really just put a bad stamp on DC. But they've been really kind of, you know, DC's I think is on the track it should have been from the beginning, which was casting phenomenal directors and letting them make their movies. Zack Snyder made a kick-ass Man of Steel. Patty Jenkins made a kick-ass Wonder Woman. James Wan made a kick-ass Aquaman. And I feel like we're about to get a kick-ass Shazam. We got Patty Jenkins is finished filming Wonder Woman 84. She's in post-production of that. We got Matt Reeves who's making a Batman movie. Which, if it's not Ben Affleck as Batman, I'm gonna be super fucking pissed. Um, but I think DC is on the right trajectory now, which is where they should have been. Which they felt like they had to catch up to Marvel, and which is why I feel like they forced a Justice League movie. When really you have the greatest pantheon of heroes throughout all of comics. You should have just knocked out individual movies from the get go. Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg. You're gonna get fans to go see the Cyborg movie because he was phenomenal in Justice League. He's actually one of the highlights of Justice League. Um, but anyways, I'm done rambling. I unfortunately have other things I gotta do, guys. Maybe one day I'll make a video specifically just talking about DC and comic books in general. But anyways, I liked this little teaser. I actually kind of liked that we didn't get any footage because I didn't want to see any pre-production, pre-post production stuff. It just gives, like I said, with quick images of all your main characters, which I'm fine with. For a movie that doesn't come out for another year or so, I'm good with it. But anyways, guys, this was the Birds of Prey teaser trailer number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. After you hit the I cannot talk. After you hit the subscribe button, if you click on that little bell right next to it, it'll give you notifications of every time I post a video, and I try to post one every week. I also stream on Twitch, which you can see in the top right hand corner of your screen. There will also be a link down in the description box below. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed, if you loved what you saw, please post it down in the comments. If there's anything at all that you want to see me react to or talk about, also please post it down in the comments. I would love to see your guys' opinions on things or anything that you want me to react to and such. So, anyways, guys, I hope you all have a great start of your week. Hope you have a great night tonight, and I will check you all later. Peace.